Alright, so we're out here. We're going to try to do a, wild foraged lunch. So on the menu we've got a creek that has trout in it, so we're going to try to get some of those. That would be our main staple. And Jeremy thinks he can find what?
Berries. We can eat chokecherries, blueberries, raspberries. We might find some other stuff too.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what we can find for greens. I was thinking we might find some milkweed, which would be a good vegetable.
Milkweed, yeah.
Cattails, and whatever else we happen to find.
Nice. So the goal is to catch dinner, basically, and have it nice and well balanced. So not just fish or not just wild edibles, to kind of collect a bunch of things and put it together and turn it into a meal that's it's got vitamins, nutrients, and calories. So not just 300 calories. You want to try to get something that has like about 1,500 calories, which would represent a pretty decent meal. So anyway, join us, see how well we do. All right, you're on, Jer. We're in the bush now. It's pretty gnarly, but we found a really great pocket, and we cleared some of the brush out just so that we can get a decent cast in. You can see right over my shoulder, there's a nice pool here. If we're the first people to fish this right now, we should manage, I would guess, at least 2 or 3 decent trout, but we'll have to give it a shot. It's the only way to know. So Jared just threw in, he's right about there. And if it gets a good drift around here, there should be a decent fish. Oh no, first miss. Is that a decent one or?
Yep.
A keeper?
I think so, an eater.
Alright.
Oh, tangled up. Come here. Come here.
Is that one the same size?
I think about, yeah.
That's a little guy, but we're survival fishing today. So we're gonna keep everything. If we catch 5 each like that, that's gonna be a good meal. Nice.
This is a trick somebody showed me. If you don't have a plastic bag and you're catching a pile of trout, a way to kind of keep them with you. So you find a forked branch, and all you're doing is keeping one fork on it. I kind of mangled this one, so I'll go up to my next little fork. This loose end, you can just tuck it into your belt so it hangs by your side, and you're just taking your fish and sliding them down on there. So one time I was bushwhacking a creek and I thought we wouldn't run into anybody, and I ran into a guy and he just had a branch hanging off his belt, and he had about 5 of them. You end up with a fishy leg, but at least you don't have a fishy backpack. I'll just put it in a tree for now, because we're gonna fill it up with a few more trout, right? Here's a good one. Nice. There you go, Jerry.
So that's a proper sized trout for that hole. It's about maybe 8.5 inches or so. Okay, we can't fool around with too much or it's gonna go back in the drink. Okay, here we go. Proof?
Proof. They're not grocery store fish.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go for trout number 3. I would guess, my personal guess would be there's 3 in this pool, maybe 4. I'm gonna do like a bird's eye view here, over the shoulder. Right into that pocket. So I got mine in this run here. You can see there's a slow moving spot, which should be a holding spot, and on the other side there's a holding spot as well, and a nice little pool. The main fish, the big fish, will be like right in here off the run if they're feeding mode, and then when they're resting they'll come up over here and chill out, and then when they're actively feeding they'll come up at the head here, but they won't do that unless it's a really cloudy day or early morning or late evening, because they don't want to be spotted in that white soil there. So when the sun comes up, they'll hang back here under the brush so they can't be seen.
Not even getting any taps right now.
No. Could be only 2 in this pocket, but I would guess there'd be one more hanging out maybe at the tailwater.
I'll just try, I think I saw one surface over there, so.
Yeah, could be. That's another spot we haven't tried yet. And you can see where it turns, there's a spot here it turns black. They'll hang right in that little black little hole right there as well. So what I do after I catch a couple fish, I work the pool really hard, and then I'll give the worm a little bit more action too, jigging it and popping it just to get something excited if it's still in there, and just try a bunch of different drifts. And did you snag yourself?
Well, I'm just over a branch.
It's always a dilemma. The proper recourse is to snap it over to be aggressive. You snap your rod down. And then you take the luck of the draw. If the hook's facing the right way, you win. If it's not, you lose. Oh, you got it down all the way down there. There, you win. So there's the trick of how to get out of snags, and if you fish these holes properly, you will get snagged. That's the whole idea. So if you lose a couple hooks along the way, that's about par for the course.
Whoa!
Use your foot if you have to.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Right.
You wanna roll film?
Yeah, film's rolling.
Oh, it's already rolling.
Always rolling.
Always rolling. Well, there we go.
Nice. Another, say 8, maybe 7.5.
Yeah. Just like you predicted on the edge of that piece on the first drift. He's hooked really hard in the roof of the mouth there. Oops. Yeah, it's almost a twin to that last one you caught.
Yeah?
Yep.
Nice. Try cast number 2 in the same hole. And my guess is there's probably only 1 fish in there, but let's see. Oh, there's another one. Oh, just a little one. That's just a little one. So I might not take the worm, and we might not want it. That felt like a bigger one there. Let it swallow. Just want it to go back into cover now. Oh, not taking it. Aggressive. Can't swallow the hook. Nope, can't get it. Try the next hole. Your line twitch?
No, I saw a fish come up and sniff it. I saw the side of it.
That's unusual.
It didn't,
It wasn't a brookie. Brookies wouldn't do that. They'd smash it.
well, maybe it's not quite hungry enough.
That'd be odd.
Maybe it's just a nice little perch.
Oh, there it is. Oh, you gotta wait a little longer. I saw it. I saw the back arch. We know the hole.
Patience, grasshopper.
Okay, watch the worm. Sometimes you can see the worm. And if the worm disappears, you want to give it one more second. Well, give it a second, give it a second, give it a second. Let it swallow. Okay. Oh. Oh, he still got it. Smaller one though. Oh, survival is lost. But that wasn't the big fish though.
I think there's a bigger one in there.
There is a bigger one in there, yeah. It's right in that little pocket there. You should be right on top of it if you haven't spooked it.
That was alright.
I see it. Should be on there now, little one though. Oh no! You died. Today you died of famine.
No, I'm honing my instincts. Died. That's harsh.
Nature's unforgiving.
These fish are forgiving because I lost about 5 of them already.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch my hook. I got a feeling like it might be a bit dull.
You're blaming it on the hook, are you?
What's your professional opinion?
Well, I usually sharpen all my hooks, so.
Yeah, I don't know, I'll give it one more try, but
The problem is you can't let it swallow it, so because of the run. You can give it more time to take it.
okay, give it time. Oh, that one's gonna, I'll just let it go back.
Yeah, that's a small one.
Take my worm though.
The cameraman could have saved you there, but
Yeah.
real life doesn't have a cameraman? No.
No, it doesn't. Woo!
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a smaller variety. Do you think they were all about that big, or?
I don't know, but there's a few of them in there, so I guess it just depends on how many of them you want to eat.
And of course we have to follow the local laws,
Yep.
so I can't take more than
Oh, I flicked the worm right back out of him.
5 apiece, so.
No. Alright, put them on the stringer. Oh, there's a second one in there the same size. Or maybe a bit bigger. But it got my worm.
Well, you have to use fish guts, right?
Yeah, or the eyeball. I have another housefly in my pocket that I just caught. Ooh.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to use a housefly, or are you going to use... Oh, you got worms still?
A bit, one little piece, yeah. Give it a try with that piece.
Yeah, that or fly. So you got the housefly on there now?
No, a piece of worm. Got a bite. This guy's a little bit small, so I'm gonna let him go. Where are we?
We're back at the hole. We rested that fish, but in getting the camera out, I think we might have messed that fish up again, because we had him on and then we let go because they didn't set the hook. We're waiting for the camera, and he came up and whacked it again, right about there, right in the middle of the pool.
So Woodbeard's camera instincts are stronger than his survival instincts.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this fish now. He's only a one-strike fish, which is pretty rare for a brookie to not come back a couple of times anyway.
I saw him, he came up and did a little spin beside it, but he didn't bite.
Just now?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Oh, I got one of them. Yeah. Okay. Different one maybe. Alright, give it a second. There we go.
Fish on!
There's a whole school of them.
Is there?
Oh,
What's
it's
that?
a sucker.
School of creek chub.
Creek chub.
Let's see if Woodbeard's survival instincts are kicked in, or if his disgust of the creek chub is going to overrule his survival instincts.
There was a whole pile of creek chubs. Did you see them all come in?
No.
Yeah, a whole school of them. Are you going to eat it?
Are you?
We got no limit on these, so we might as well.
Yeah. We got to scale them though, eh? They're a little more work than a trout.
Well,
look at that ugly face too.
About the same size as the trout.
Ah. No, not the fish, I mean.
Oh, good one.
Your camera's making squares around your face here. I'm not really sure what it's just like face recognizing.
Well, it doesn't recognize that face?
No, it doesn't. It's not.
Well, we'll give it a go.
Yep.
Is this a
Might as well.
Is that a fall fish or a creek chub? I don't know the difference.
A what fish?
Fall fish? You ever hit a fall fish?
No. Any minnow I catch in the creek, I call a creek chub.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, it's on the stringer.
So we got some daisy, Oxeye Daisy here, we might grab. And how many fish we got on there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nine fish total, including creek chub?
Yep.
So we can still maybe grab a couple more. Grab a couple more fish if we can manage them, but we're concentrating now on collecting some other wild edibles. So we're looking around here. It's a kind of a clearing area, and we're thinking of maybe getting some of the daisy here, and we'll see what else we can grab. Just the petals?
Yeah, and some of the leaves.
What's that there?
This is bunchberry.
Bunchberry.
Cornus canadensis.
And they taste like pretty much nothing.
I like the taste of them. It's very mild,
yeah,
and they're very pulpy. The seeds are smaller than grape seeds, and they're maybe a little bit tougher, but you can crunch them up too.
And these are pretty much everywhere. Oh, there's some blueberry up there too. Blueberry. Whoa! A blueberry is a big treasure.
We're gonna eat like bears now. One blueberry.
Yeah, one blueberry, and we're
and
gonna
the one I picked earlier, so 2.
Pull logs apart and eat ants.
Yeah, they're good. So these are one of the native cherries in our area. It's pin cherry. So they have these little bright red fruits with a pretty big pit. I think they're best for making juice, but like you can pick and eat a lot of them. They're a little bit tastier than chokecherries. And you can have lots of fun spitting the pits everywhere.
That's in the cherry family?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you'll see these trees, they'll be bent right over because bears have been pulling them down and eating the pin cherries. And one of the ways you can tell that it's a cherry is that if you look at the base of the leaf, you can see the 2 black dots by my fingernail?
Yep.
Shows up on camera, so those are glands.
Might not show up on camera, but I can see them.
Yeah, it's kind of a feature of the cherries that they would have that. And if you scratch the bark and taste it, you can taste it's cyanide in the bark. So it's got a pretty distinctive taste.
There's cyanide in the seeds as well?
I think...
Like a chokecherry, I know you can't eat the chokecherry seed because...
Yeah, because it's got toxin.
Yeah.
I think it is in the pit also.
Yeah.
So, you know, we can, depending on how long we'd want to pick, we could pick up a couple liters of these guys too. So we'll just keep kind of traveling our way down to the river and see what we see. Cherries aren't quite ripe, but we can still eat them.
The chokecherry?
Yeah, they get sweeter. See, they hang like grapes, like in big bunches. The pin cherries were hanging on single stems.
If everybody had chokecherry, they're called chokecherry because they're extremely bitter.
Yeah, they're pretty bitter.
They make your mouth pucker.
Just especially compared to commercial fruits, right? Like I think after a while of not eating commercial fruits, these are pretty good.
That bush behind you,
yeah, these
more
ones
purple?
they're riper, right? Because they're darker. So
I was looking at recipes for chokecherry jam jelly, and you need more sugar than your berries. It's like 5 cups of sugar for 4 cups of mashed.
But a lot of jam recipes are like that, right?
True. I haven't personally tried it, so I don't know if it ends up... I tried to make it once before, but I didn't caramelize it, and this was when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I couldn't eat it.
No.
It was still pretty bitter, so I ended up pitching it, but again, I didn't caramelize the sugar, so that might have been a big factor there.
Oh. Dessert?
How many calories in a raspberry? Quarter of a calorie? Not even probably.
I'm not sure. Not very many.
Negligible.
But we'll go, maybe we can fill the pot somewhere.
Yep.
So we've got an oyster mushroom here. There's another one, a dried up one further down the log. So this is the Pleurotus group. They usually pick them on hardwoods. This one's growing on a fallen hemlock. And there's sort of a stalkless mushroom growing on wood. Veins running from and down the short stipe. Some of them smell a little bit like licorice. These ones don't really, but they smell pretty good. So we can cook those up too. So these people call them sugar plums or Saskatoons or serviceberry. It's a Amelanchier is the genus. So they're a very soft fruit. Like you can see seeds in there, but you don't really notice them when you're eating them. And they are particularly delicious. The darker they are, the better they are. They'll just kind of roll off the stem, a little bit like picking blueberries. Try and avoid the pink ones, even though they taste pretty good too. These ones you really have to beat the birds to them. Robins, crows, flickers are all birds that I've particularly seen going to town on these. And I think cedar waxwings would really go for them too. Or cardinals, like we don't get a lot of cardinals up here, but I think because cardinals really like fruits, I think they would eat a lot. So these here are spotted touch-me-not, also called jewelweed. So it's the antidote if you mush it up and put that on poison ivy. So you can just make a mush out of it. It smears up pretty good and then it gets nice and juicy. And the flowers, I always check them for a bug first, but they're edible. Not like you can get enough of them to fill you for the day. Over here, there's a lot of pollinators on here. This is chicory. So this one, if you buy chicory root drinks in the store, that's what that comes from, right? People dig up the roots and dry them out and roast them for a coffee substitute.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots of good trout bait in there. A couple bumblebees. So this shrub here is wild raisin or nannyberry. These berries aren't ripe yet, but as they ripen they'll turn like a deep purple and soften up. Ooh, squish. Did I get that on this lens? A little bit.
Did you?
They have a pretty big flat pit in them and it changes color. This one here is just kind of greenish yellow. But I really like them. Some of them I find are really nutmeg flavored. You can get an idea of their color because here's one here that's gone like early. You can see it's got no seeds. It just kind of ripened without a seed in it. And it often grows large, like maybe up to 8 or 10 feet tall, and grouse really like them. snail.
Probably full of bugs. Bug mash.
That's a little crayfish, maybe. It's oh no, it's it is a big bug.
Fish cleaning station.
Spot to set them.
Leaves there. And some more. Couple more.
Here.
Are these utensils or?
No. It could be.
Failed ideas?
Yeah. Flying fish. Okay, you gotta try this first.
Oh, we gotta try it first.
Yeah. Some bones out.
Is that the only one left?
Yeah.
Where did it all go? Got full in the fire?
The other one fell in, I think, when I wasn't looking.
Are we gonna eat the skin on there?
No, take the skin off. It's all scaly, eh?
What do you think? know what? Tastes the same as a trout.
It tastes the same as a trout, eh? I think the camera picked that up.
I don't know. So that first one's a creek chub. And honestly, if you didn't know the difference, you'd think it was a trout. Tastes about the same.
So our poor table manners are going to be all over the internet. Primitive table manners. Alright. Oh, look at this one. It's big enough for Cheap Pete.
Yeah, I got one on this one.
Maybe we'll catch a trout downstream. It'll be full of cherry pits.
Yeah.
Fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
Just drink it right out of the bowl.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up for today. I think we did pretty good. We got what, 8 trout?
8 trout, 2 chubs.
2 chubs, yeah.
We lost one in the fire.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's how it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
What else? We had blueberries, bunchberries, chokecherries,
pin cherries, raspberries, daisies,
yeah.
clover.
Is that it?
I think that covers it.
Yeah, so we did okay. I feel full. I don't know how many calories we ate, but definitely enough for a meal. So I think it was pretty successful. And I think the only thing we could have done differently was caught bigger fish, but we stayed within our limit of 8. 4 each was probably enough for a meal. So maybe not 1,000 calories, would you say? Maybe?
I don't know, I'd have to count it out.
Yeah, it'd be pretty close, but probably under 1,000. So, but as far as the survival challenge goes, I think we did pretty good.